Most people that are gonna be here are your friends anyways, okay? Hello, everybody! Yes, I'm here a couple minutes late. I'm just testing a couple new things here. And today, I'm going to talk about how to do live like a pro. Because you probably have seen out there all these many live coming through your Facebook. A lot of people already found out that live videos is the next thing on Facebook. And there's everything. There is a big crowd out there doing all kinds of things. So how are you going to stand out? You're only going to stand out if you do this like a pro. If you do this better than anybody else is doing, and in a way that really captures attention. So for that, there are different steps between before, during, and after your live broadcast. And today I'll be talking about a couple of things you can do to help you to get more engagement and to really stand out in that big crowd out there. So I am going to be able to see some of the comments below. And what I want to do first is just introduce myself for those of you that don't know me. Maybe you're watching live, or maybe you're gonna see the recording video that is going to stay on my Facebook business page later. I am Simone Talarico Ross. I am a marketing consultant. I live here in California in the United States. And I work with small business primarily, small and medium businesses. And my biggest philosophy in marketing is to build customer loyalty, build retention, because I do believe, and we use strategies, different strategies, that in the end really get increase in sales. And one of the strategies I use is through social media. And Facebook obviously has been the biggest social media, the biggest social media in the world. It is the biggest platform. I'm always getting updated on what to do to be more effective, to get my clients to be more effective, and to grow their business, to help grow their business. And live is the new thing. I don't know if it's going to be the same in a year or so, but right now, live is the tool to use on social media. I spoke a little bit about the reasons why live is so huge right now, the reasons why you must use live for your business. But today, what I'm going to do is really give some steps on how to prepare for your live. Okay, and me myself, I am using a couple new tools. So you're all gonna be my guinea pig, and we're gonna see how we're gonna use this, how this is going to be. And while we're gonna be at it, if you could answer on the chat box if you have ever done a Facebook Live. If you could tell me if you ever done a Facebook Live, could you please put in the chat box so I understand who I'm talking to, so I can come and bring more tips later on, if it's gonna be your first one or if you have done it before, so I understand it a little bit. Please let me know in the chat box if you have done, yes or no, so I can get to know you a little bit better, okay? And so let's dive right into it. I don't want to go too much longer here. These live videos are going to be about 20 minutes long, and that's actually a very good time for a live video. That was actually one of the questions. I'm going to be answering some questions that were sent to me at the end. So if you sent me some questions before on the other presentation or just by message, stick around because I'll be answering some of those at the end, okay? So my steps to become a pro will start with before. So today we're going to talk about before you even push that button to start your broadcast, right? To go live. How do you get ready? How do you get prepared for that amazing moment of your life, right? So the first step, what is the first step? I'm gonna get you a couple graphics here. I don't think you need to be seeing me all of the time. So here we go. First step is to decide the type of live you're gonna do. Which type of live you want to do? Is it gonna be a event? So you are at an event and you wanna just broadcast and promote the event you were in. I was at an event yesterday, and I really want to promote that networking event that I'm doing with some of my Brazilian friends, business friends. So I just pull out my phone. I had planned before, but I pull out my phone and I did a live right then and there. Now, when you decide the type of live you're gonna do, that's going to then define what all the other steps that come later. Now, if you decide that it's a class, you want to do a class like this, then you're going to use other types of gear, you're going to need other types of processes. So deciding what type of live you're gonna do is very, very important. So I'm just checking here to see if we could, okay, I need to turn this down. Yes. Okay, so important to decide that first and foremost. Now, the second step on my list of steps here that I have for you is really to decide on the content that you're gonna bring, right? So which kind of content you're gonna be sharing with your audience? Is it going to be, like I said, an educational content? Is it going to be entertainment? Is it going to be a tutorial? Is it going to be, you have a restaurant, maybe you want to show a recipe, right? So you need to plan that in advance. Even if it's just you and the camera, what you're going to talk about. And there are a couple steps. I don't know if all of you know this, but my background is in journalism. So it's right up there in my alley. That's what we do. We have, you know, the beginning, the middle, and the end divided into many steps when you're going to write or when you're going to do a shot list or things like that. I worked both in print and actually digital, magazine, and TV. So you always have to plan your content. It's the same here, because planning your content and then running through it is going to help you to have a seamless, okay, can't use that word right now, but it's going to be a more effective and more clear program that you're going to do live when you already plan your content in advance. And I'm going to give just a couple steps on the content, because you have to really go step by step in order to have these to work for you. One of them, the first thing you want to see is the hook, right? What is going to be that title, that hook, when you start talking, that's going to keep people watching your live or watching the recorded video, because these videos are going to be recorded, are going to stay on your page. So right when you open your live, you have to open with your hook. You're not going to open like you've seen some lives of people saying, hey, can you see me? Can you hear me? Hey, mom. Hey, no. Because think about this. If you're watching the recorded version, you're not going to wait, right? So you open your live with your hook, with what you tell them, what you're going to tell them. Just simple as that, right? Now, it's still in that structure. It's a simple structure, right, for your content. You want to give an intro. So after you gave that hook that says, you know what, today I'm going to give you the 5 steps to become a Facebook Live Pro, like the one I did today, right? Then you're going to go deeper into what you're going to tell them. Just really explain a little bit what are the steps for this presentation, so they understand what's coming, so they stay, right? And the other part of the structure of the content is really then you deliver the content, right? After you started with hook, you did your introduction, then you going to really spell it out, your message, your content, everything that you plan before. And in the end, what you want to do are 2 steps. You want to summarize everything to help people, not only people that were watching you, because, you know, sometimes they are taking notes and they missed something, but people that maybe jumped in the middle of the broadcast. So you want them to make sure that they at least get something out of it, so maybe they will watch your recording video, right? So you do a summary at the end. And if you feel like, if that's your goal, you can add at the very end a call to action. So CTAs are very common in anything we do in marketing, right? Because you do this as a marketing strategy because you have a goal. So the goal could be just for people to like your page, to subscribe to your YouTube channel, to subscribe to your email list. Whatever it is, that's what you say in the end. You're going to invite, right? The call to action is an invitation for people to do what you want them to do after you gave them so much value. Sometimes it's just, you know what? Come to my channel to watch more videos like this, or again, subscribing to channels, emails, inviting for an event or a webinar or a class you're doing. So that comes in the end as well. So that's the simple structure for the second step that I think is so important for you to take before you even go live, which is planning your content. Now, my third step is, I want to make sure I get this right here, is to pick your gear. So this is a question that comes a lot. People ask me, so where are you doing your lives? Is it your phone? Is it your computer? So if you are doing the lives and you are able to use a computer, the suggestion is use a computer for various reasons. But the main reason is that your computer has much more strength, right? I know that that's not the techy word for that, but it's much more has much more capability to broadcast a video like this. Your phone obviously has a lot nowadays. I mean, talk about the iPhone 10, it's just amazing. But still, computers have, dual cores and all kinds of stuff that make it more stable in terms of broadcasting a video live. So it's preferable to use a computer. Now, if you're in a place that you cannot bring your computer, you cannot bring the whole, gear with you, then you can use your own phone. And there are many ways of doing that. You can just use it with your hand. You can have a selfie stick. You can have a whole kit. I have a whole kit here with audio, light, and microphone that you can use to make it a little bit. It's a step above the whole just pick your phone out. But sometimes, depending on the situation, if you feel like it's worthy of a live broadcast, just pick up your phone and do it. Just do it. Okay, that's what's important here. But since we want to do it in a professional way, I would suggest you really get a computer to do that. So that's the third step. Now, there are other paraphernalia all around it that you can start investing on if you feel like it's going to be a good investment for you or not, like light and software to make graphics like the one I'm doing and things like that. So if you feel like it's something you want to get deeper into it, it's going to be something I'm going to be talking about a little bit more later, about which kind of gear and tech stuff that you can have to get you to another level of live broadcasts. Okay, so that was my third step. You decide which gear you're going to use, and if you're going to use a computer or a cell phone. So now moving on, and I was just going to so just remembering here, I'm here every Friday. I don't want to forget to tell you guys that. Every Friday at 4:30 Pacific time, giving marketing tips. I'm now doing this series about live broadcasts because it is what it is, right? Live is really the tool to use that I'm suggesting everybody and I'm using with my clients right now. So I just want to bring that to you because that's my passion. It's just really having small and medium businesses not only surviving but thriving out there. And there are so many tools with little investment that you can use, and live videos is one of them. So fourth step, which saying fifth, but it's not, it's fourth. Okay, yeah, I don't have time to fix that, but it's test your internet. At certain point, it can be the fourth step or not. It doesn't have to be in this order, but you have to test your internet. And here's the thing. If you're in a place that you can get a direct access to internet, not Wi-Fi, just do it. I do that. I tried my Wi-Fi before, and it's very reliable. But who knows, right? Maybe that day that you're doing your live, it's not going to be reliable. So you don't want to count on that Wi-Fi. And that's why phones are kind of like, because you never know the service is going to be really good. So you want to test your internet, or you want to really use it a direct access to with cable on your computer. I know my computer didn't have access to that cable. I had to buy a connector. Macs don't even come with that anymore, so you have to buy a connector, but it's so worth it because you don't worry. Now, there is a way of testing really the speed of your internet, and I'm going to put it down in the comments because I was going to put on my graphics and I forgot. It's called speed.net. Okay, I have to confirm that, but there is a website where you go to, and it checks your internet speed, and it tells you if it's stable or not. You want your internet speed to be at least 2 megabytes per second. I tested mine today, it was like 5 something. It's amazing. But you really want to check that out. That's very important. You don't want things to be not transmitted right and not received right, because people just get tired and then maybe drop out if the connection and the broadcast is not being well done. Okay, so yes, so that's my 4th step. It's, remember, I made a mistake there about showing 5th step, but that's the 4th step. And my final step before you even go live, the final, after you decided on your content, after you have a plan now of how you're going to deliver your content, you know where you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, you checked your internet, everything is fine, you have to promote it like crazy. And I make this to really, for you not to even see me, because this is so important. Very, very, very important, guys. You want to promote this as much as you can. Obviously, I have made this mistake before, not to promote myself and not to promote my live, because I wanted to test it out. I wanted to do some other things. I really didn't want as many people to be there. But promoting is the basics, right? You want people to be at your live because you are bringing value. You know that your content is ready for your audience. You want to reach out to more customers. You want to reach out to your own customers. So you need to promote. And there are many ways you can promote. Obviously, Facebook is your biggest resource, because they are going to tell people for you, but you can create an event on Facebook. I created an event, so every Friday, saying that every Friday I have this class at 4:30 p.m. PST. And you can send newsletters, you can send text messages, Facebook messages, WhatsApp, whatever you use nowadays to promote anything that you promote, that you connect with your audience, with your past clients. So you promote. Just promote, and promote on the live. So if you already have a date for your next live, promote while you were talking on the live broadcast. Oh, by the way, I just saw it here, a note that I have, that website that tests the speed of your internet is called speedtest.net. I'm going to write down on the comments this website. It's pretty cool. It's free, and it checks if your internet is stable and all that I said. So there it is. Those are my 5 steps to really do Facebook Live like a pro. Like I said, there are many people. The crowd is out there doing live. So you want to stand out. You really want to make a little difference. So not only you stand out, but you also you're sharing, right? You're sharing your knowledge with everybody. So you want people to know this. You want people to see what you have to give. And with that, you are going to be able to connect better with people, build trust with people, which is the ideal. And I'm seeing here a lot of friends coming up. I'm really grateful for you for being here today. I hope you got value from this. If you think about anybody that could really benefit from this video, make sure you tag them on the comments below so they can see this video and can get some value. And I'll be here next Friday at 4:30 Pacific in Brazil. If you're watching from Brazil, I saw some Brazilians here. It's 9:30 now because we're 5 hours apart. And these are my 5 steps to become a Facebook Live Pro before you even go live. And next time I'm gonna talk about what to do during your live. There are some steps right there too that really motivate and engagement, which is what you want, right? And if you have any questions, make sure you type them on the comment section and I will be answering it during my live next week. Okay guys, thank you for all coming and I'll see you next. Bye bye.